We are doing some baby preparing today because we have got to get ready for Eden's arrival. Brianna is due within the next 4 weeks, and we figured out that my mom went 18 days early, I went 18 days early, and if that actually happens to Brianna too, then she will be delivering in about a week. So we are getting ready for baby Eden to arrive. We do not have everything we need, and I'm starting to feel a little anxiety, a lot of anxiety about not being ready. And I am just one of those people where I have to be overly prepared for something, like way in advance, because otherwise it just gets to me. So I have a couple helpers here. I've got Jade and I've got Elena. Where are you? There you are. So we are going to run to Beatrice's house, which is actually Sean's nephew's wife. And they actually have a little girl. They have 3 little girls, but their last or youngest little girl is Emmeline, and she is the same age as Logan. So she was born just like maybe 2 months after Logan. And they are not using their baby stuff right now, and so we're going to run over there and grab it and borrow it until we don't need it anymore. So we're going to head over there and do that, and then bring it home and get it set up. So the boys are at the mountain, and I thought maybe now would be a good time to check in with them.
All right, guys, we have been driving all night. We left Omaha last night around, what was it, John? 9:30?
Yeah, about
9?
9:30.
Yeah, 9 or 9:30, and we've driven all night. And we're just getting into Tennessee, some of the foothills. And sun came up, 3 hours ago, so we're just now seeing some mountains. And we're tired, but we're excited to get there. That's for sure, to see what's happened to the land.
We got this amazing view to look at the whole time. It's a little foggy today, but it's so beautiful.
Every once in a while when you turn a corner, there's fog. But it is pretty. As we actually made it, I had a long trip, John and I, up here, but it did go a little bit quicker than when we have all of our kids and dogs and Raya, because we don't have the bathroom stops. So we finally made it up here yesterday afternoon, and my gosh, is this place a has a different look to it. It is so green and so full of weeds, unfortunately. I thought I would kind of show you what we're dealing with here. And John is up top on this first level doing some weed eating. And I thought I would bring you along. It's just so green and lush. North Carolina up here in the Mountain Smokies gets a lot of rain, and it shows. Not to mention the humidity. It's been pretty bad yesterday and today, but temperatures are okay in the 80s, low 80s, but the humidity definitely seems to take its toll. And we do have humidity back in Omaha, but I wasn't expecting this, I guess. So we get up here and you couldn't even see where my truck was. It was about waist tall in weeds. And you could hardly see our U-Haul that's up here. If you had seen some of our videos before, when we were up here camping, when we bought the property, it looked nothing like it does now. It was just basically all rock and dirt. And there's John. You can hardly see our chicken coop back there. But we are going to go through and clean this out, and I'll show you kind of the after. I'll take you up top too. We had a heck of a time with our weed eater. We have two of them. I have a new one, brand new one at home that we bought down in Texas. And I left that for Raya and the kids so they could trim our lawn, but we brought the old one and it didn't seem to want to work, so after replacing probably 3 or 4 parts, I guess it was, it has returned to working order. So here's what's left of our chicken coop. Kind of sad not to see the chickens, but it is what it is, and it's less work, but we'll get some more someday, I think. Anyway, it is so overgrown, I just thought I'd show you, and like I say, I'll get the other one videoed up top because it's in parts over your head. It's only been like 3.5, 4 months, so we're gonna trudge our way through. I don't know about you guys, but when you travel a long distance like we have, everything goes so smooth on the trip here, which that never happens for us, but it was a pretty straightforward trip. We didn't lose anything off the back. The Jeep made it great, which is behind me over here, and we have just had like one problem after another. This morning I woke up to a flat tire, unfortunately. So we've got to get that fixed. That just happens because I guess it wanted to on this trip, because it has definitely never given us any problems. Those are brand new tires, and decided now was the time to go flat. So we've had one thing, then another, and another, but I think we're back on track. I'm gonna go get this tire fixed, and we can start moving forward a little bit more.
All right, so let's see, we're home. We got some helpers, lots of helpers out here. We are going to take a little peek and see what we got. I actually started my list yesterday on all the things that we still need that we haven't got. It's not that big of a list, really, but a lot of small things. I feel like we do need some extra clothes and stuff like that. But Beatrice let us borrow this little swing, like a play mat, a bunch of binkies. We've got the Bumbo back there. We've got the Boppy here. We've got the car seat cover. And then Brianna did get her car seat in the back of the car already, just in case. She's worried. She's like, what if I go? What if I go? What if I go? So she did put that back here. So we're going to get this stuff out. I'm going to go check my list. I'm going to do one more look through the internet and just make sure I'm not missing anything, because I'm worried that I'm going to miss something. Although, like, your first month, you don't need a whole lot, and I'm pretty sure I have everything for the first month. Like I said earlier, I just like to be excessively prepared, and so I want to make sure that I have everything on my list that I'm going to need, so we don't get into like this where we need something, we're like, oh shoot, we forgot to go grab that. So I'm going to go do that now.
Mom, you know a lot about babies. I know, because you've had how many? I can't count.
6 babies.
6 babies.
6 babies. Can you believe that?
Total.
Yes, total 6.
Look how tall Izzy compared.
I know. Look. Oh my gosh, Izzy, you're so tall.
Look how tall. Hey, stop.
You
look
three,
how tall Lily is.
Like, look at. Wait, you guys. You
I
three
feel
stand
bad
together.
now.
You guys used to be all three.
I used to be taller than both of them.
No, you were all three the same exact size for a really long time. And all of a sudden, Izzy just sprouted like crazy.
I'm 5'6".
Yeah, you got measured yesterday.
She's almost as tall as me.
You know what? We never told him what happened.
I have a hole in my eardrum.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So we went to the doctor. She knew that she was having ear pain. When she was having ear pain when she would get in the pool and go underwater, right?
Yeah.
And then it would like feel like there was water in her ear constantly after she got out. And so then I wondered, like, maybe did her tube fall out or not fall out yet? That's what I thought. Maybe her tube hadn't fallen out. I was like, I swear they had fallen out. But so we were going to take her to the ear doctor. But she ended up having a family doctor appointment before that one. The family doctor looked in her ear and said, oh, man, you have a lot of pus in your ear. She had swimmer's ear. And so we got ear drops. And then it was like 3 days later, we went to the ENT, and the ENT, her ear was cleared out of all the swimmer's ear, and she looked in there, and she has like this TV on the wall where when she looks, you can see what she's seeing, and she had a huge hole in her eardrum. So,
really big.
Yeah, no wonder she was having trouble. So then she said, well, I don't know if that hole is there because it never healed after the tube fell out, or is that hole there because she went underwater and the pressure was just too much for her eardrum? And she said that if you have any weak spots in your eardrum, that pressure can put a hole in your eardrum. So
she has no clue when it started.
Right.
At all.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put in antibiotics, eardrop antibiotics in her ear. And we're going to wait and we're going to double check it in, I think it's between 2 weeks to a month, our next appointment. Yeah. And then she said, if the hole is still there, we're going to have to schedule surgery, but that won't be until spring. So, man, she would rather, she said, which I like to hear doctors say this, she said, I'd much rather have her body heal it because it will do a better job. So we're going to see if her body can heal it. If it's been there since her tube fell out, then it probably won't heal it, and she probably will have to have surgery, but we'll see. So now we just know we bought the wax. It's like the wax earplugs that the kids can put in their ears. I didn't even know they still had those, but they do at Walmart. We got those, and so she's been using those so she can still swim. I'm finally done with my list for what we still need for Eden, and here is what it is. Okay, so I had a bathtub. Now, in the back of our car is actually a bathtub. Beatrice let us borrow her bathtub. She had it ready for us, not even knowing, but we do actually need one. So I can mark that off my list. A baby monitor. Brianna has one, but it's just like a sound one, and she really would like to have one that has a video on it too. So we're going to take a look at those and see what we can find. We need baby wash and baby lotion. We need more bottles because she doesn't really have very many. Clothes. We need onesies, PJs, like a fleece suit for winter. Socks, and maybe just a little jacket. Oh, I found this on a video I was watching, and it was called Bathtub Knee Savers. And it was so when you lean over to bathe them, you can put your knees on those. And I'll tell you, I never even thought about that, but I have given a lot of babies a lot of baths, and I didn't even realize that they had those, but that would have been a lifesaver because it is so hard on your knees when you have to go on your hard floor there. So I put those on there because I think that would be a lifesaver for her. Pacifier clip, which actually Beatrice gave us a couple of those too, so I could mark that off. A couple more swaddles. We have one, but I think we're going to need maybe one or two more. Some toys. We don't really have any baby toys, and I want to make sure we get something that's stimulating. I know the black and white, usually newborns really love that black and white pattern. And so I think I'm going to get some stuff like that for her. Now, she may not look at it until she's just a little bit older, like maybe a month or two, but I'd like to have that so that way we're ready when that time comes. Pack and play sheets. I think I have a couple, but we don't have very many. bag balm, because that is what we use for diaper cream. We have found that the diaper cream never really works. As a matter of fact, one of our kids was allergic to the purple Desitin, and so I always just get bag balm instead. And then milk storage bags. She is going to try to breastfeed. I actually tried and I had problems and ended up not being able to. And so I just pumped for the first couple months, and then it was just so hard. And so I ended up stopping and just bottle feeding her. She's going to try. I am happy for her that she is going to at least try. And so we will see. Hopefully it goes much better for her than it did for me. Now, I want to show you because I know this is going to seem a little funny, but you can probably tell that I'm in my closet right now. You can probably see the clothes behind me there. This is like the quietest place in our house. It is a walk-in closet, so there is some extra space we had that we weren't using. And I really needed a place away from everybody where I could go and focus. With having all the kids home, they come up and talk to me all the time, especially when I'm in the middle of the kitchen, and it breaks my focus, and I just sometimes have a really hard time getting my focus back. So we created a little office space for me in the closet. So here is my little desk area that I have set up. And if we wanted to, we could probably make it a little bit more permanent, but right now it's just a table set up with my stuff on it. We were going to make another one for Sean because we have another little corner that is empty also. And we may do that in the future, but we haven't done that yet. And speaking of Sean, you can see his stuff is gone up there. So that is normally where all of his stuff is. And of course it is packed and at the mountain with him. And I thought that now would be a good time to check back in.
A quick update. We're up here at the mountain. This is morning 2, the start of day 3, I guess. We woke up this morning and I slept here in our Jeep, which was perfect. And then Johnny over here, he slept in the back of the truck. Hopefully by tonight we'll have more set up camp. But we've been working on the weeds. I went into town and I did a few things. It rained like cats and dogs last night for about 2 hours, just downpour. And luckily I was really surprised at how the land did here. This is basically our ditch that comes from the very top of our mountain, and we've been cutting these out, and I figured even the ditch would be full of mud, but it really isn't. It must soak in pretty well. So we've got a mess here that we're gonna try and organize today. But we just had lunch, which consisted of our grapes and oranges, and we've got some of that cut too today. Got the generator running this morning. And there's John Boy. He's pretty tired today for some reason. I think he got like 15 hours of sleep. But I got back from being down at the laundromat drying our clothes that got wet last night. And he was still in the truck. So I don't know. I'm guessing he was sleeping and then he used his tablet. So we got this cleared out, thank goodness. And now we can walk around and see what we have. But we still have some cleanup, as you can see. But now we can actually see what we have. And we may end up converting this chicken coop sometime here while we're up here into a little sleeping quarter. It's quite big for a chicken coop, and it's got a really nice roof we put on it last spring, or this last spring. And we cleaned that out. We've got some debris that has shown up after the weeds have been cut. And we've got our well piping that we need to roll up and get organized a little bit better. What do you think, Johnny? You gonna make it today?
Yeah, with enough carrots.
He misses mommy. No. He probably does miss mom, but I think he misses his brothers and sisters too.
A little bit.
So, it's funny, when we stood here in the winter time,
See all the mountains?
you could see, yeah, basically all the mountains over there, and you can't hardly see them. during the summer. So we may end up choosing to cut one or two so that we can see the mountains from this first level, but we'll see. All right, we're back. We had a good day today. We got a lot accomplished. We did get a lot of our weeds cut out and got our chicken coop accessible now, which is great. John got some of the tools organized. And John's just getting ready to shower. So I'll show you how we did our makeshift shower. Yeah. So we're going to turn this on here. First thing you have to do is choke it, John boy. Turn it on. Ready? So we're going to have our tubs of water here. They should be about the temperature out here, which is 72 degrees, I think. And when I plug this in, we have to go cold water through our pipes. And it's chilly.
Okay, we're good. Stop.
Good? Okay, now he's got to get his soap on. Feels like it's 85. Here's the rest of our work here. We've got a really wide driveway now coming up here with the weeds gone. How long that's going to last, I don't know, but I think I'm going to have to use some weed killer, otherwise it will be overgrown within probably 2 weeks again. And evidently that must be what happens if you don't put gravel and stuff down. It just takes over. In the Smokies there is so much humidity and rain, and it's just crazy how fast things grow. We still need to do a little bit more work going up to the upper lot, but it looks a little bit better.
It is time to go pick up the kids from daycare. So Logan and Christian are there, but Emma also works there. So I'm going to go pick up the 3 kids. I wanted to say a couple things though that I had thought about. You guys, we just have like the most supportive, best community, I swear. You guys are awesome. I've had so many people ask about if we have a P.O. box so they could send Brianna something. And as of recording this right now, I don't. But I think when this gets posted, I will have one by then. And so I will leave the P.O. box in the description. If you guys are interested in sending cards or just anything like that, not necessary at all. Just your prayers for her and for Eden would be amazing. Positive vibes, anything you can send our way that's positive would be awesome. Last thing I wanted to say, so I got a text from my mom yesterday telling me that she had pain in her right side for like over the weekend. And she was like, oh, I almost went to the hospital, but then it kind of like subsided. And so she went today and found out that she is having an acute appendicitis. They're rushing her in right now for surgery. And this is exactly what happened to me. When was that? It's been probably like maybe 4 years ago that happened to me. Like same exact thing. So they are rushing her in. So by the time you see this, she will be out of surgery, recovering. But again, any prayers or positive vibes that you guys can send are really appreciated. It does take a little bit to get over the surgery. I think I was in bed for a few days, not feeling the greatest. So anything you guys can send would be awesome as far as positivity. There's the siren right there.
Yeah.
You see it? Oh, that's crazy. I didn't know that siren was right there.
Where?
Look back there. You see back there? You see it in the air?
Yeah. What's that?
That's the siren that we're hearing right now.
What?
That looks very ominous out here.
Are the boys scared?
I don't know. I don't know how they feel. We just got back from picking up the kids from daycare, and while we were at daycare, we just got the kids loaded up and the sirens went off. Right before that, we had an alert on our phone that said we were in a severe thunderstorm watch. Now, normally the sirens, though, mean a tornado watch. So, and the skies look really bad. Like on our way home, daycare's not like super far, but the clouds and everything, man, looked really ominous. Right now, it's so windy, and it's supposed to be like 80-mile-an-hour winds. I'm a little worried, not just for us, but my mom is in surgery. And oh my gosh, what a terrible time in the middle of a tornado warning to be in surgery. Of course, she doesn't know this yet, but ooh, so that stinks. We are down here being safe in the basement. We got everybody down here. We got everybody's blankets and pillows, and we brought the TV. That way, hopefully they can watch it and kind of take their mind off of everything. Hopefully it passes fast. With the last one that hit us in April and all the destruction it caused, I know, oh, everybody's a little freaked out, and there goes the power.
We're so close. Didn't take much time at all for this to go.